Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to bringing you the Vision video. What I guess today is a little bit of a different build. This is something I wanted to test out on the PTS and see how it was. Originally, it was supposed to be a different build. Some of the gear sets were supposed to be a little bit different. Unfortunately, there's a bug in the game. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later that kind of forbidden me from doing that. But anyways, I made the build and I tested it out for PvP, for PvE. I'm going to tell you guys something. This build is way better for PvP than PvE. I don't know why. I don't know how, it makes kind of no sense, but for PvP, it seems that it's a little bit easier to get kills, a little bit easier to fight other players. And PvE, I don't know, I don't really like it for PvE. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys the build I made and kind of wanted to test out, as I said. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. Now, most of you guys already know what I'm talking about from the title, but if you do not know, yes, this is the ultimate tank mode build, ultimate god mode build, whatever you want to call it. This is a build where I pretty much focused everything I had into stamina, into toughness, into health, and pretty much see how tanky I can get in 1.8. If you guys didn't know, they did fix stamina, where stamina is actually kind of reliable now. 1 stamina equals 30 health, so you can kind of focus a bit more into stamina and be a bit more tanky. So I wanted to test this out, I wanted to make this build, and this is what I came up with. So as you guys can see, this is a 3 Alpha Bridge, 2 Tactician, and a Ninja Bike backpack build. Originally, it was supposed to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys that right now. So, as you guys can see, the 5-piece bonus for the Alpha Bridge is actually 25% health regen, and also 10% weapon damage. So in my mind, that was really good. Like, I could have a lot of stamina, then I could use Alpha Bridge in order to unlock my talents and still do a lot of damage, and also get a 15% damage increase from Alpha Bridge, because the 10% for the 5-piece bonus and then the 5% for the 3-piece bonus. So in my mind, it kind of worked out perfectly, but there was a glitch in the game, or there is a glitch in the game, where I don't know why, but in order to get the 5-piece bonus, you have to use 6 classified Alpha Bridge gear pieces. It honestly makes no sense, but it is a glitch. I'm going to show you guys that right now. So as you guys can see, if I do put on 5 Alpha Bridge and 1 Ninja Bike backpack, it will unlock the talent. But if I put on 4 Alpha Bridge and a Ninja Bike backpack, technically it's supposed to unlock the talent because of, the Ninja Bike backpack. But for some reason it doesn't, and hopefully this gets fixed in the future, but it kind of messed me up there, so I had to take a different route for this build. Now, the main reason I'm using Alpha Bridge is to unlock my weapon talents. You guys know that focusing into stamina pretty much disables you from using like competent, deadly, brutal, adept, all those different talents if you do not have a little bit of firearms, a little bit of electronics, and stamina on your build. So what I decided to do was use Alpha Bridge, get the weapon talents requirements unlocked, and also have an extra talent on my weapon, which is very, very good. And for the weapon, I'm using the Big Alejandro. You guys know that this weapon right now is probably, I wouldn't say the best weapon, but one of the best weapons. I do understand it's getting nerfed in phase 2 of the PTS, so I might as well use it till it's good, and till it's fun to use. But what I have on it is competent, deadly, the cover shoot talent, which is very, very good for PvP or PvE. And then lastly, for my 4th talent, I do have adept, and adept did get changed. It's not as good as it used to, but if you do not have a lot of crit chance on your build, even a 7.50% chance is better from adept than nothing. As for the weapon mods, I'm stacked mainly into critical hit damage. I guess stacking into headshot damage wouldn't be bad either, since you do not have a lot of crit chance, so you won't be critting as often. But if you do have, headshot damage mods on your weapons, that is okay. Personally, I don't have a lot of them, so that's why I'm using crit hit damage. It's really, honestly, personal preference, whatever you aim for the most. So first up, for the chest piece, I do have stamina, skill haze, health, and ammo capacity. And also keep in mind, everything from the gear pieces is rolled into stamina, so, just keep that in the back of your mind. For the mask, I do have skill power and blind/death resistance. Honestly, you guys can switch this out for a critical hit chance. Your skill power is already low, so it doesn't really matter too much, but personally, I just like using skill power on my mask, so that is why I do have it. For the Kneepads, I did roll health, disrupt resistance, burn resistance, and shock resistance. I got really lucky with these Kneepads. They already came with all the essentials for PvP with like shock and burn resistance, so all I really had to do was just roll into health. As for the bag, I'm using a Ninja Bike backpack with health and disrupt resistance, and also I didn't say this previously with the other gear pieces, but I am using all firearms and skill haste mods just to max out my skill haste and get a little bit more weapon damage and firearms on this build. For the gloves, we do have stamina once again with skill haste, critical hit damage, and assault rifle damage. And lastly, we do have our tactician holster for the extra skill haste and 10% skill power. Although 10% isn't that much, it's better having this than nothing. So yeah, that is pretty much for the build. As I said, this would have been a little bit different if the 5-piece bonus wasn't glitched or wasn't bugged, because I would just use 4 Alpha Bridge, 1 Tactician, and a Ninja Bike backpack. The final thing I do want to show you guys are my character stats. Now keep in mind, this is mainly focused on survivability, so my weapon damage and everything like that is not going to be very high. But first of all, for the weapon damage, I'm sitting at 16.3k, which is pretty good for 4,000 firearms. Next up, we have critical hit chance at 3%. Keep in mind, this is going to be a little bit higher thanks to Adept and my pulse. Although my pulse is very weak, the crit chance is still going to go up. Also for the critical hit damage, I'm sitting at 94%. And lastly, 106% headshot damage. Next up, for the max health, I'm sitting at 424,000, which is very high. I haven't made a build with this much health, I don't think ever in the division, so it's pretty interesting. I love playing this with PvP. I tank so many bullets and you just kind of feel like a juggernaut, although you're not really doing that much damage. It's pretty fun to play with this build. And then lastly, I'm sitting at 50% skill haze. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.